Welcome to Genny B Beauty. I am starting off with this Wet n Wild new Photofocus foundation in soft beige. I had a lot of high hopes for this foundation because I love drugstore foundation. I love hunting for good stuff. I love trying it. It's more affordable. It's good stuff. This is in the shade soft beige, and I was really pleased with the end result of this foundation. The whole point of it is to say, it says goodbye photo flashback, so it's supposed to be better for photos and things like that, but I thought it was better just in general. It's not a full coverage, so it's not going to give you cake face really, at least in the first layer. And I don't know, I really liked this color for my skin. It's light medium is what this one's considered, but it worked well for my winter skin. This is the ever famous Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer, it's what they call it. This is in light neutral. This totally lives up to the hype. I really love this concealer. I don't have to set it. I know I've heard other people say it and I didn't really believe it at first because I need to set most of my stuff, but I will wear this and I won't set it, which is so crazy. So I use this pretty much in all the normal places, and when I set it, it's mostly because I know that I'm going to be using other products on top of it, not because this concealer needs to be set. But these are the normal places that I want to highlight or conceal. I kind of use it all in one because my skin's so pale right now. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I kind of brushed it a little over my lid too because I knew that I needed to have a little bit of powder there at some point, but I decided at the last minute to put some primer on from Urban Decay. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. If you don't know what it is, you must be living under a rock. This is the whole palette. I love it. I don't think there's any shade in here I don't like, which is kind of rare for that many shades. I mean, they've got all the darks, all the lights, all the transitions that you need. Today I wanted to go for a really peachy toned warm lid, so I started off with Candied Peach. Now this one has some, well, it looks like it has sparkles in it, but once you put it on, I mean, they're so few and far between that I use it mostly as a matte shade, as a transition. So I started out in my crease and just above it, buffing in a little bit of that matte shade, and I also put a little bit below because I knew that I wanted kind of a blown out full lid look, and I wasn't really going for cat eye. I knew I wasn't going to do a liner, I knew I wasn't going to do false lashes, so I wanted to give myself some definition there. Here I'm going in with Summer Yum. This is a really cool, it's almost like terracotta type color, and it looks pretty intense when I first put it on, but it blends out like a dream. It is so blendable and highly pigmented. I mean, I only had to pick up pigment once for my entire lid, and I think I even started to blend it down below before I even had to pick up more pigment. Anyway, but I concentrated the bulk of the pigment on my lid, or on my crease, and then I blended it down a little bit because I didn't want to have a really super defined lid. Like, I didn't want like cut crease, I just wanted this to be really blown out and soft and diffused. I say that word so much. So this is a Tarte brush that came with one of my holiday kits, and it's just super fluffy. It's kind of dense but on the fluffier side, so I'm going back in with my, I put the Puree on before to kind of, it's a little bit of a deeper brown color. Then I went back in with this Tarte brush and I'm blending the colors together. Now I'm going for my lower lid, so I guess I did need a little pigment for my lower lid. And down below, all I'm doing here is connecting the Summer Yum and Puree together. So basically I did the same order of product and then blended them together and connected them. Here I'm using the shade Bellini, and Bellini is this really cool metallic-y shade. It's very pink when you swatch it, but when you're putting it on top of the Summer Yum and the Puree, it reads more like warm metallic than pink. So this is a pencil brush. I don't know what it's from because I have so many brushes that I've gotten in little kits here and there, but I love this pencil brush. It does the trick. This is Charmed, I'm sure, and all I used this shade for was to further define my crease, so that way I didn't have just like this crazy one wash of color. So I put this one in that outer V, and then I start to blend it through my crease, like pulling it towards the center, but I wanted most of that color concentration to be in the corners, so I had some definition to my lid. Now when you know you don't have a lot of pigment left on your brush, that's when you can start pulling it towards the center. So here I'm just going in with Puree and I'm deepening up my lower lash line, trying to create more depth. Really, that's all you're trying to do when you're working with these kind of shades, is create multiple colors for depth. That's another pencil brush I have. This is from my Royal Langen-Nickel line, and it's a synthetic brush, so it's gonna pick up enough pigment and it's gonna put it all back down. Like it's not gonna hold on to too much of it because it was super dense. And I use the shade Nectar, and it's very yellow, warm, metallic, and I wanted to give myself a little highlight in my inner corner and also on my brow bone, because again, it gives just another layer of depth. When you're creating depth in your eye, that's when eyes become really stand out, you know, because naturally most of us have pretty flat color. So again, just highlighting my brow bone, and it's not intense at all. It's actually really soft. And I have to curl my natural lashes if I'm not going to wear false lashes, because they don't really grow upwards. And this is the Tarte Lash Paint, and I use this pretty religiously on my upper lashes. I use it all the time, and I have been on the hunt for a lower lash mascara. Typically you want the wand to be smaller, you want the formula to not be super wet, you want it to be a little on the dry side. And you guys, I think I found it. I'm gonna show it to you in just a second. This is the Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara, Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. Eye in black. Dude, look at this wand. I was like, ooh. I had super high hopes because in the title it said it is a skinny mascara, and on the box that it came in, or the little packaging it came in, it said perfect for lower lashes. And I was like, dude, I've never really seen that in a drugstore mascara, one that specifically says for lower lashes. And I gotta tell you, I love this formula for my lower lashes, which has never happened before. I know there's see there, I'm super impressed. I'm like, yes. Mama likey. What's nice about this formula too is as I wore it, it didn't flake onto my lower lid area, and it didn't run down. Like, you know what I'm talking about when you've got mascara and it tends to just kind of run down your face a little bit. This stuff stayed put. This is the Tarte Pro Glow To Go kit. I love this stuff. This is just the contour shade. Wish I could remember it off the top of my head, but this is the contour shade in that little kit. It's the only one, so you can't really miss it. And then I used the warmer toned highlight from that kit too, because I wanted this look to be super wearable. I didn't want it to be like Instagram makeup, but I wanted it to be really pretty, soft and pretty in person, so that's what I was going for. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick, liquid lipstick. This stuff is legit. I put this on my lips, and actually I don't show it, but I messed up and I had to take it off and start over again. It was really hard to get off, and I only had it on for like less than like 60 seconds. Like so it's got incredible wearability. It lasts for a long time. It's incredible pigment payoff. This is another Wet n Wild product. This is their their lip gloss in 24 karat, I think. It's their super gold lip gloss, so any gold lip gloss will do. Kylie Cosmetics has one, I know for sure, but as far as drugstore, this is the best gold lip gloss I've found, because I didn't want matte lipstick, I just wanted something sparkly. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, ask me down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you.